Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today it's pretty late. I didn't bother with a morning turnip price. We got our bamboo shoots. Question for your Rambler, I was working on my garden and I must have got carried away yelling at the aphids and slugs and stuff because I looked up and saw one of my neighbors running scared. How does that affect on everyone? Be honest with me. Nah, you don't. Oh, and we have a thing from Mom. My dear Stephen, the fireflies light up the sky. Taking my mind off the stress of the day. As I watch a maze distracted, the mosquitoes make their move. Yeah, that happens. Okay. Got a handmade apron. Our bamboo shoots. Let's put things away. I really need to put things away. So I do want to start this episode by making mention that any of y'all who use Discord, be careful. There seems to be a new-ish wave of scammers going around that are claiming to be a big-time, famous streamer person when they're not, and they're basically trying to fish for your like details and stuff. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Just as a reference so people know the ones I've seen, though I don't think their accounts are going to work out for terribly long. There's Coney, and there was also a... trying to remember the name of the other person. Soy Motor. That's the name of the other person. Basically just, keep an eye out. If you get a DM from those people, it's probably not actually those people. Of which, like, quite honestly, I could have easily fallen for said scam. So, like, I'm definitely not going to point fingers on anybody who does. Because I had no idea who either of those channels were until someone else was messaged by the same person. And thankfully didn't have anything bad happen from it. Like, I'm really glad that nothing bad happened. But, we basically together figured out, yeah, this is a scammer, and they need to be dealt with. So, positive end to it, but yeah. Because, like, especially when you don't know a content creator, like, it can be hard to know whether how they're texting to you is actually how they would or not. You also have no easy way of knowing if it's actually them. So, it's weeds. So yeah, just be careful. I'd say if you get a random message request from someone being like, hey, do you stream? Or hey, do you do videos and stuff? And you actually do those things, just either just ignore it, or if you want to make sure that it might be legit, like go looking up the person, see if things match. Something you can do is, a genuine creator probably has their Twitch or YouTube actually linked to their Discord account, where these scammers can't, because you need to be logged into that person's account to link. So unless that person's account gets compromised, like, it can't be them if it's not actually linked. Also, it's a generally good rule to just be a bit skeptical. Like, I'm not gonna say to be, like, completely skeptical of every message you get ever. Like, if it seems like just someone genuinely trying to be helpful, then sure. But, go at it with some skepticism and you'll be fine. Like, if they start asking for more details than they would need to know to help you do whatever they're saying they want to do, that's a pretty good sign. And that little man. I do enjoy having gyroids around. Yeah, let's stop in and see Diva. I love her house. I love what I've done here. We just need to get the inside of her house looking good. I hope resetting her house doesn't, like, reset it back to her moving in default. And, like, it actually sets it to her house, not, like, the first villager kind of default. Quack, stay as long as you like. Slatus. Ever tried getting a present for someone, but you kind of messed it up? This one time, I got my friend all hyped up for this big, huge present I got him. So he told me about how much he loved his kaleidoscope when he was little, so I got him a new one. So excited for him. When he opened up the present, he just kind of shook his head. Turns out, he had this gigantic kaleidoscope collection. We go to his place a million times, but I'd never noticed. He even had like 57 of the one I got him. Seriously, how did I not catch that? Well, we still get a laugh out of it. A laugh about it. That's adorable. I would honestly be even like... I'd be super happy still. Like, even if like someone had bought me something I already owned multiple copies of, I'd be like, yeah, it's awesome. Thanks. Like, you know. I'm also a little worried though, that's because I've almost never been bought anything. But at least like from people outside of family. Like family have bought me things, obviously, but like... yeah. That's a wild thought. Hey boys, I got produce. You gonna produce some money from my produce? Also, what's the turnip prices? 70. Okay, so I almost certainly did not miss a good price. Let's get this produce and raw materials sold, though I'm probably gonna have more raw materials. I don't need those. I need to clean up the beaches. I said I was gonna do that yesterday and then just didn't do it. 42,000 bells? Heck yeah. Now, let's get this flower out of the way. Oops, someone be singing. I don't know who be singing, but someone be singing. Whoop. I did actually do some stuff today. Not, like, productive content creation-wise, but productive me-wise. Went on a pretty long walk. Ended up sitting at the park reading for a while. Picked a flower, wore it in my hair. In case anyone's worried, it's just a little wildflower that's commonly considered to be invasive around here. So it's not really a big deal. It's considered invasive, but like, it's not a flower that's a danger to its surroundings. So, like, it just kind of chills. Like, it helps. It doesn't hurt, but it is considered invasive because it wasn't native to here, but it's everywhere. So, like, me plucking a single flower isn't gonna cause any harm. Coughing. Ah, jeez. I'm actually thinking, because I just have it in like a little glass right now, and it's kind of sprung back to life when I did that. I'm thinking of maybe taking it, because we have like a bunch of little like pots on our deck with just some soil in them. I'm tempted to take it and plant it in one of those, just to see if like it catches, because they seem to regrow every year, and that could be pretty cool to have. But I might also like bury it in some soil outside as well. Huh? Oh, were you talking to me? No, I was talking to my viewers, Pinky. Sorry, I was way into the DIY zone. Wow, Japtu. Ahem. Well, I'm making a wooden block stool. From the idea when I fell asleep watching Maglives in Love. It's about trains in love. One of them... Hang on. Not important. It doesn't matter if Maglive and Mike took their relationship off the rails. Because I'm building a thing. What? Steven? You already know how to make a wooden block stool. Yep. Legit so sad you already knew. I was all set to blow your mind. Since we know it, let's share the recipe with everyone else. Here's a copy. Pass it on to a DIY lover. Tell them it came from someone who's gonna be very famous. Probably very soon. Oh, I don't doubt it, Pinky. You are pretty cute, so I can see it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I ended up digging out an old, like, laptop bag that after using it, I think it is actually mine, but I initially thought it was one of my older brother's. Because I know he used to have a laptop bag very similar. But after wearing it, I remember that's the laptop bag I used for, like, my last, like, 2 years of school. Because, like, who needs a backpack, right? You know, laptop bag, man. It works. I mean, when all you're carrying is a pair of clipboards and maybe a textbook, it is really enough. Okay, I've got these bamboo shoots. I'm gonna make use of them. So, some bamboo is gonna go right here. I don't want to, like, completely fill out the back, because, like, it's gotta still be an ocean view from the tent, and you'd still have the view from the tent, you know. And just simply just standing around, you could, like... Okay, no, the walls are a little too high. But if you're standing, like, up here, you could look back and see. Get some bamboo growing there. Let's get another one growing right here. And I do want some more behind again. So let's put more bamboo just like... No, it probably can't grow right there. I'm gonna obscure the view a little bit. But it's not gonna be a huge amount. Bam. Okay. Yeah, I can just dig at this from the top. But yeah, like, I sat in the park and was just reading for a while. Which is just, it was really nice. It was a bit loud initially when I got there, because there was, like, 3 different families all having a barbecue. At different little, like, barbecue stations around the park. Because they have those for some reason. You know, there's only a provincial-wide fire ban. But now, you want to light some charcoal up on a grill? Go right ahead. Doesn't make the most sense to me, but what do I know? I'm just a wumpus. What does the wumpus know? Like, and the answer is not much. Let's come see. Oh, her house is so cute. Get a lot more knitting done while listening to my favorite music on my cute music player. It's just stitch after stitch, knitting along with the beat. Sometimes it's nice to just get lost in the rhythm. Yeah, can I see what song it is? Hypno KK. That feels so out of place. But, you know, what's up, Patterpuff? I want to chat. You were fencing. I hear you were a fencing machine yesterday. They say good fences make good neighbors, so you must be the best neighbor we have. I mean, I think I remember her now. Wasn't she at the campsite and I was kind of weirded out by her music? I think that's what happened. Well, I'm glad I have her, though. I mean, she's cute. And her house is really cute, too. It's just the music is a little off-putting. There is some sinister vibes to her. Like Flurry, I think that's her name. There is some sinister vibes to our little Powderpuff. But you know, that's fine. Ed, these are my carrots. You may not have them. I mean, I know they grow near your house, but I planted them. They're mine. Anyone else could have them. But Ed, you're a menace. You cannot have these carrots. Nah, we may as well talk with him. Bingus! Let's chat. Just making them as I go along. I know one thing for sure. Moving to a stair was the best division I ever made. Because you live here. Okay, I want you to use your catchphrase. Looking for a rap session with old Ed, eh? Just want to chat. Use your catchphrase. For a late night walk, eh? Same here. It's too early to go to bed. Too late to take a nap. So in Plan C, walk around, hum and swing to myself. He is not want to use his catchphrase. Does he know? Does he know that he's calling himself a menace? Whenever he does. I was expecting him to use that a lot more often than he has been. Like, I guess he just doesn't feel like calling himself a menace right now. Maybe it's a ploy to get me to talk to him more. Let's come check the Able Sisters out, because, like, they're like half hour from closing, so. Be a good idea to come check them out. And if anyone's been wondering what I was reading, I've been still slowly reading through the Dragonlance novels. I've not been making much progress on reading. I really need to, like, try to set some time to, like... Ooh, I kind of like this. Ooh, I like this one. I need to just set some time down for, like, Viking. No. I actually like the little flower, little Zen hair clip. Yeah, I'll go socks, sandals. Like, I need to set some time down just to, like, read. But, like, at the same time, like, it's hard because I enjoy reading. But here's the thing. We've been having more and more hot days lately. Summer's just around the corner. I gotta get out my collection of summary books. Probably is. Like, the thing I tend to run into is I could be reading a novel. Or I could play an RPG and be effectively reading a novel while playing a game. Which is one of those things where I do very much have issues when people are like, oh, you're playing video games, you're not, you should be reading instead. It's like, that's assuming the game I'm playing isn't an RPG. That's a pretty big assumption to make. Steven, how are you, Snorty? It's the latest. Probably not a healthy idea to stay out in this rain for too long. Well, I'm sure I'll be fine. Let's stop in and see our Hamtaro, our little hamster friend. He's asleep. Hey, bit early for sleeping, Hamlet. I know. Stop. Bring my muscles back. Huh? Steven, how'd the award ceremony go? You win Best Pudding? Oh, I thought that you... What a weird dream, Hammy. Definitely sounds like it. Maybe you should lay in your bed. Turn your lights off. Go to sleep. I know we have night owl ordinance, but that doesn't mean you actually need to stay up, Hamlet. Like, I will always have that annoyance with people when they're just like, ah, you're not reading, you're playing video games. It's like, yeah, but what if the game I'm playing has... Okay, it's a game I crap on. Ocarina of Time. I'm sure if you were to transcribe everything said in that game towards the player into a cohesive order, so basically the order you would encounter it in, and, you know, omit the parts that are completely irrelevant, you'd have a pretty decent short novel attached to that video game. Because any story-driven game is gonna have a lot of dialogue. Like, that's just how it's just how they are. They kind of need to have all that story, or else you're never gonna know what's going on. You know? Like, I give Final Fantasy XIV some grief, because it does have a lot of unnecessary parts to its story. But at the same time, like, it has a lot of story to it. There is a lot of reading to that game. If you like reading and want to play an MMO, that is the MMO for you, my friend. Like, there is a ton of reading. And there's a lot of optional reading, too, that you don't need to do. Steven Zook. Thanks for coming by. Always cool to see you. Let's talk, my man. You feeling better? You know what? I think I might want to get serious about picking up a tap dance. First things first, I gotta get at least one other player, right? Or do I? How many players do you need for a game? Do you call it a game? Is it a match? Who knows? Actually, you know what? I don't think I ever learned the rules. How come you gotta know so much stuff to play a sport? Maybe I'll just run around and stare instead. I mean, tap dancing's a dance, not a sport. You just do it. You just learn how to do it, and do it. And then ta-da! You're good to go. Okay. I know I'm not going to be in this outfit long, because I'm going to probably be changing outfits. Naomi! Oh, Steven. There's this thing I've been considering, and I'm wondering if you might be able to help. I wonder, have you ever considered exploring other frontiers? I mean, have you considered moving away? I can't help but feel there's much more to see and to do, and darling, I mustn't stifle my personal growth. So, I've been thinking about moving to another island. Now be honest, what do you think? Because of how she's phrased it, I want to say to stay. But I don't want to get into the trappings I had with New Leaf of never letting animals go. I really like Naomi, but I'm sure we'll see her again at some point. So change can be good. It's not that I needed your approval or permission, but it's nice to have them nonetheless, Blah. Though I shall be gone, I trust my memory will loom large in the minds of Astera. Yes, it will. It feels so wrong having animals move out that aren't Ed. Why has Ed never wanted to leave? Is it because I need another animal with his personality? Is that what it needs to be? Is that what it's gonna take for Ed to want to move? I also love how I was like, earlier in the series, I'm like, I'm making a deal. Anyone else can move except Diva. And Diva's never wanted to move. Like, it's just freaking Ed won't go away. Squeak, if I knew you were coming, I would have whipped up a few snacks. Slayest, my man. It's nothing quite like a good sit down, is there? Sitting's when most of my best thinking occurs, and the majority of said thinking happens right there. That is fair. That's very fair. I love how I've just gotten on a ramble about reading now, but like, I will say again, I know I've said this before, but like, if you can ever find these books, they're really good. Like, this is the first in the series. Technically, story-wise, there is a set of books that happens before this, but it was written afterwards and is generally advised that you read after it. Cashew, nice to see you. Let's talk. Glad you're never too busy to check in with me, Rambler. Basically, the set of 3 books that comes after that set of 3 is effectively a bit of backstory for one of the characters. Well, 2 of the characters. Basically, explaining how the mage got his magic is the best way of putting it. And it being the D&D universe, you know some probably messed up things happen. But, like, it's something you don't need to know before getting into the first set of 3 books. And in my opinion, it makes the first set of 3 books better when you don't know. Because it's a common question from the rest of the party of, like, what the mage had to do to get his power. And you're seeing the result of it before you know how he got to that state. Which I feel is better from a storytelling perspective. It's quite literally showing, not telling. You know. I need to assess some fossils, Blathers. Get these all assessed. Drink some juice. Is it fair to still call it juice if it's water with root beer flavoring? I would still call that juice, because it's not root beer. It barely tastes like it. quite honestly, it tastes like the same flavoring they put in root beer flavored mouthwash. It's not root beer, but it's trying. The other one I've been having was pomegranate blueberry. I'm basically going to go back and forth a little bit so I can, like, not get terribly sick of the root beer flavoring. Because I have two things to eat and one of the blueberry pomegranate, so... I'll do just that, Brewster. Then we'll help out the label. And then I honestly think, just because I am feeling a bit tired today, I might actually, like... do a shorter episode today. I mean, there is nothing wrong with short episodes. Like, when I started this series, like New Horizons, I was kind of expecting these episodes would be about as long as New Leaf ones, like 20 to 30 minutes, not routinely 40 minutes to an hour long. Anytime I'm doing, like, Paradise Planning, yeah, that's going to add an extra, like, 20 minutes to any video. And if I'm ever, like, doing a big design of something, like, that's gonna add some time, too. Like, you know, I'm happy and fine with shorter episodes. You guys will have to let me know if you guys are, too. Like, I have to imagine that a shorter episode here and there is a good thing. Yeah. Can't be doing long episodes all the time. I need to sell some more stuff, boys. Got some fossils, this recipe, all this stuff. $41,055. 2088, 148, 483. Pretty nice number. Now, let's go see what label would like us to do this time. And I will clean up the flower paths. I think I'll wait until tomorrow at this point where it's raining again. Because, like, what's the point of cleaning them up today if I'm just gonna have to clean them up tomorrow too? You know. Oh, hello there. I'm here on the stairs to study design some more. It's not in position. Would you mind doing another style session for me? Try putting together an outfit that's super comfy. You know, something you'd wear if you were lounging around the house or, say, relaxing in front of the TV. Do some comfy clothing to give an idea what I'm going for. Okay. It's a tunic tank. I don't like tanks. Okay. You know, I could go with this. Who wears pants when they're trying to be comfy? I'll design around this, though. He's currently not wearing any pants. Let's see. What do I got that would be comfy? I mean, in my mind, these would be pretty comfy, because they're what I wear all the time. These kind of look like pajama pants. So those would probably be pretty comfy. These ones are pink. Yeah, I'll go with those. Keeping the glasses on. Let's go for some nice everyday socks. And I gotta have some, like, loafers here. Yeah, slip-on loafers. Heck yeah. I like what I got going on here. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's see what she thinks of this. Because I think I got this pretty good. I'm gonna have the umbrella out still. But, you know, if it was raining and I was trying to be comfy and relaxed, I'd have an umbrella with me. And it would be this specific umbrella if I could actually, like, if I could buy an umbrella that looks like this, I would. That would be my umbrella. I mean, I've got a nice, fancy-looking black one that I like, but hello, label. Oh, looks like you changed clothes. Might I see that outfit? Of course. Oh, good. Let's see it then. I see. Wonderful! This is it exactly! Combination of clothing radiates that perfect, comfy look. There's so much I can learn from your sense of style. Thank you. I'll send a little gift to your home to show my appreciation. Just don't forget the tailor tickets are supposed to be used at the tailor shop, okay? Would you have this too? It's one of my own creations. Shoes! Some labels, some label sneakers. You see, it's a piece of my very own label. It's a new design, I just finished it, in fact. It's going to be sold at the tailor shop. Thank you so much. If you'll consider helping me again in the future. Of course. Okay, let's actually clean up the beaches before I possibly end things off. Well, I will probably end things off, especially now that it's been over half an hour. I'm just going to start at this beach, and I'm just going to work all the way around. Yeah, like, I thoroughly enjoy the Dragonlance novels. They are really good. And, like, I don't care if people see me reading that at the park and are like, ugh, lame, you know, dude reading fantasy novel. It's like, yeah, I'm reading a fantasy novel. What of it? You know. Try having some fun. Not a shell. I mean, it is a shell. It's just that shell has an occupant. These picked up. I really feel like I should give Naomi like a going away present, but I haven't done that with any other animal, so I'd feel bad that I haven't given the other ones a going away present. Alright, I hadn't picked up our message bottle for today yet either. I am a very attentive person. I mean, I'm feeling just pretty good today. I was feeling good yesterday. I'm feeling better today. It's like, I feel like that has a pretty big part of it. Wait, has this gyroid just stopped? Oh no. Oh wait, do they only act when you're close to them? Oh, that... Okay, I get it now. That's how they all just work. Oh, that's neat. I love that. Okay, let's check the message bottle. To the lucky duck who found this. I'm sorry, I need to be French. I was relaxing yesterday while reading comics, and I thought of this recipe. I put it in this bottle, so check it out. This recipe is for sure a hit. You'll want to use it all the time. Sparklon Rio. It's a log stool. I already know that. Okay. Now let's wait, I can just do this, and that's about as long. Get my umbrella back out. Are there any shells up here? There's one. Ooh, shark. Maybe sunfish, but maybe shark. You didn't notice my bobber. This may be difficult. Okay. There we got shark. Caught a saw shark. We call it a seesaw. You could. That is something I should be doing right now, is fishing. Just because, like, especially ocean fishing, because, you know, total sand. But I am kind of tired. I do kind of want to get this episode, like, edited so I can go to bed. Or at least, like, do something that might keep me awake a bit longer. I don't exactly know yet, but, you know, I'm gonna plop my bum down right here. And with that, I say thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you back here next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? You'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.